friends, my name is Calibri Funtimes, and today I am bringing you our very first and probably not the last of our supernatural fics. It's a very popular fandom. There are a plethora of other fics available, but this one comes from, once again, my go-to destination, Reddit, where I have a multitude of brilliant fic authors who have all given permission for me to read their fics in this series that I do, in which I will read a little bit of the fic. I amalgamate some bits and I put it all together into a little trailer for you all to have a taste of what this fic has to offer. And I can tell you that for most of these authors, these aren't their only pieces of work, nor is it their only fandom that they dabble in. This one just happens to be supernatural, and I thought, well, you know what, let's get that bandwagon rolling. So today's fic is called December 8th. The author is Nutella22. I'll read you the summary really quick, and then we'll jump right into it. This came from a prompt. On December 8th, 1991, John Winchester kills his two sons in the backseat of their Impala. Their spirits never leave the car. So here we go. Some spooks and some supernatural. Here we go. I love it. A real classic. All he had seen was the car, the 67 Chevy Impala, with the well-groomed paint and the original seats that he hadn't seen in a car in years. When he had left the house on that particular Sunday morning, he did not have any intention of actually buying a car. When he came home that afternoon, he had no intention of ever letting go. Darkness was spreading with an almost imperceptible pace, as if the daylight was fighting to stay where it was. He smiled, his own cheeriness very strange, even for him. It just sat there, waiting patiently. He rounded the car once, then opened the passenger door to slip inside the car. Propping himself up on the backrest, he leaned over to take a closer look into the foot area of the back seats when noise made him jump, his head crashing painfully against the roof. A cold breeze made him shudder. How could there be a cold breeze in a closed car? Tom froze, his heart beating so loud suddenly that he couldn't hear the static anymore. A feeling like icy fingers traveled along his spine, grabbed him so tight that he couldn't move. Tom wanted to scream, wanted out. Out, out, out! Wanted to run, his mind screaming in shock and denial. This wasn't happening! Leave. He blinked once, twice, and the car remained the same as if there hadn't been two figures in the back seat. His heart fell. It plunged deep, and for a second, just a tiny second, the world didn't make sense for Tom anymore. His view of the world upside down. I liked that. That was our very first supernatural fic that we have read on our fic trailers so far. I just realized that my curtain behind my head makes me look like I'm wearing a silly hat. You see it? Little silly hat? I don't know. Whatever. But if you enjoyed today's fic by Nutella22, I will of course be providing a link to today's fic in its entirety in the description below. And of course, if you have a fic that you would like me to turn into your very own fic trailer, please don't forget to use hashtag #CalibriWantsYourFix. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you all stopping by. Please don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment and have a fun time today, and I will see you all next time. Toodle pip. It's shining chrome After all, she had known what was getting. The warm August evening was now settling down over the residential neighborhood in the suburbs of Little Rock, Arkansas. That's where Little Rock is. That's a place. It exists in Arkansas. Tom could hear voices and the smell of the scent of meat on the grill. Fuck yeah. Strange. He hadn't looked inside it earlier today. Oh, that's not what that says. He couldn't remember and thought, why can't I read this? His concentration back on the car. He turned around and glanced over the rest. Boy, I can't. Why? Cursing. Fuck. Wanted to rip off his skin. Wanted to rip off his... That sent another wave of shivers over his back. Slowly the nights... Oh, it's... If supernatural isn't your thing, I was about to say if Nutella isn't your thing, which why wouldn't it be? I know.